Good morning. It's Monday, August the 17th, and this is Wisdom for Your Week. One of the worst disasters in U.S. history took place on May the 31st, 1889, near Johnstown, Pennsylvania, when a dam failed and flooded that town. Over 20 million tons of water hit the town and killed over 2,200 people. Engineers at the time estimated that the force of the water that hit the town was equal to that of Niagara Falls. That awful disaster demonstrates the power of water to destroy, and that once a dam like that is breached, there's no way to stop the flow of water. Solomon applied that truth to our personal relationships and the danger of not stopping a quarrel before it gets out of hand. Proverbs 17 verse 14 says, "Starting a quarrel is like breaching a dam, so drop the matter before a dispute breaks out." Solomon recognized the danger of a quarrel that gets out of hand. He knew that relationships and friendships and marriages and church fellowship can all be severely damaged by arguments and conflicts that get out of control. We've all no doubt experienced this in our own lives or seen it in the lives of other people. People can let an argument drive a wedge between them, and it grows until that relationship is damaged beyond repair. In fact, the word quarrel in this verse literally means to drive a wedge. And that's what quarrels do. They divide people. They separate friends. They drive a wedge between husband and wife and parents and children. And that's a dangerous thing, and it often leads to sad results. Solomon understood something else very important, and that is that the best way to deal with a quarrel is to not let it get started in the first place. The key in all this is to keep the argument from starting, or to head it off at the very beginning before it becomes like a flood of water rushing downstream, destroying everything in its path. That great disaster at the Johnstown Dam started with a trickle of water, and then a stream, and then something bigger, till finally the whole thing gave way. And once that happened, it was too late to do anything other than pick up the pieces after the destruction. It's far better to keep an argument from starting than try to pick up the pieces of the broken relationship after the damage is done. And that takes grace on our part. It takes patience in dealing with people. It takes humility to walk away from someone rather than to argue with them, knowing what that argument can lead to. It's not about who's right and who's wrong. It's about preserving that relationship by stopping the flood before it gets started. And that's wisdom for your week.